Hello and welcome back to Redirecting. In this video, I'm going to be talking about a story that was shared with me by a dear sister. She said that this story kind of reminded her of when I said we as a people shouldn't celebrate when they do things such as name a street after Sandra Bland or put Harriet Tubman's face on a $20 bill. Some of our people celebrate, we get excited about those things, and we're happy, and we're like, yes, finally. And it's like, that is not a victory of any kind. To me, it's an insult. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a gushing wound. These little minute victories, I don't even know if you can call it a victory. It's nothing. To me, it's like putting a Band-Aid on a gushing wound. But these little things that they do, for some of our people, is enough. I remember a story I covered years ago where this officer up in Benton Harbor, Michigan, literally ruined this black guy's life by lying on him and sending him to prison. And after he spent all this time, it came out that this officer was known for doing this, and that a lot of people's lives had been ruined, and he himself was a criminal, the officer. And so after he spent some time in jail, the two ended up meeting up and becoming best friends. The black guy who he put away, and they became best friends. And the black guy let this come out of his mouth. He said all he wanted to hear was the guy say he was sorry, and that was enough for him to forgive him. He said he loves him, and they're best friends now. Even as I explain that story to you, it's sickening to me that our people are this docile and dumb to something like this. A person can literally ruin your life, and you love them, and all you want to do is hear them say, I'm sorry. That's all I wanted to hear. That was enough for you, huh? Okay, anyway. Back to this. I didn't put my cup up, y'all, because I didn't put my cup up. Only because I was going to just talk about the fact that they don't want their street to be named Martin Luther King, okay? And I didn't want to turn this one into a so-called black and white issue, but it seems like it's hard not to these days, right? But so anyway, I still got a little bit of drink left in here. Let me take a sip from a cup. It's another one of those issues, family. Okay, so Kansas City votes to remove Martin Luther King Jr.'s name from a historic street. They want it back the way it was. They don't want to use no main road to honor this man. They don't want to honor him. I remember when I was a teenager, I had a job at a jewelry store at a mall in Michigan. And you know how a lot of businesses close on Martin Luther King's birthday, right? This co-worker of mine, she said, I don't see why they closing up businesses. I don't want to miss work for a day like this. I don't care about this day anyway. And I'm sitting there. Of course, I was a quiet little Christian girl at the time, and I didn't say a thing because I wasn't as outspoken as I am now. Back then, I felt cringy. I felt like, man, these people really hate us. You know, I knew they hated us because I had seen it all my life. From a very young age, I've shared stories of when we lived in St. Louis, Missouri, how I had my first experiences with racism at age 4, and I was fully aware of how these people felt about us. But anyway, working right alongside somebody who you're talking with on a daily basis, you're having discussions and all of this, and then their true colors come out right there before your eyes. I realized then that it was nothing special about them naming anything after us, because all it does is makes the general population of them upset. You have the higher ups who pass these bills and say, we'll name a street after the fella, you know. But the rest of them, they're like, why? We don't need a day to honor him. We don't need a day to a road or a street to honor him. But Christopher Columbus, that's their hero. Of course, now, because of the internet, a lot of people are starting to uncover and dig into the shame of their past. And so many of them are starting to denounce the Christopher Columbus. They're like, he was no hero. Everybody's talking about it right now, so we would look like some fools to keep on trying to. So you have certain school districts who have denounced him, but you have others who are just holding on to it. They're like, he our hero. He discovered America. When that's a doggone lie. He didn't discover America. How are you going to discover something when people were already here? But that's how it is when you're a reprobate. You will take whatever you can get, even if it's a lie, even if it means you have to be dishonest, even if it means you have to take credit for something that you don't deserve to take credit for. That's how reprobates are. They don't care. They will take credit for someone else's job. They will take full credit. That's how cowards work, right? But anyway, back to the subject at hand. This is why our people should not celebrate. This is no victory. To me, it's just a spit in the face. It's putting a Band-Aid on a gushing wound. Okay? We as a people have got to become wiser and stop taking these small, you can't even call them minute victories. They're illusional victories. Stop taking that and celebrating and feeling so good about yourself, walking and marching up and down Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue or street or road or boulevard. These people don't honor him. They are disgusted by the changing of the names of their streets. Now, one more thing I want to say in all fairness. They want to come up with something else they can name after him, like maybe a little park in the Negro part of town. Name that after him, or some little side road somewhere. So they're trying to come up with an alternative, but our main road, Poseo Drive, make it like it was, the way it used to be. That's what they want, y'all. I am done with this story, and with that, family, I will say shalom. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.